Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another exciting episode of Trigger Warning Radio. I am your host, the Kaiju Conservative. Now, Bill Nelson has finally conceded the Senate race in Florida to challenger Rick Scott. This came Sunday afternoon after a manual recount showed that Rick Scott was still leading Bill Nelson by about 10,000 votes, a little over 10,000 votes actually. So Bill Nelson, seeing that there was absolutely zero path to victory for him, decided to graciously bow out, quote unquote graciously bow out, after dragging on this process for almost 2 weeks and making Florida the laughingstock of the country yet again. Great job, Bill. Excellent job of that. So now the elections in Florida have concluded. You know, Democrats successfully stole the election for agricultural commissioner from the Republicans, but Rick Scott and Ron DeSantis, they were victorious in their Senate and governor's race victories. So now everything is finished. We don't have to talk about anything going on in Florida anymore. We don't have to talk about the raging shit show and dumpster fire that is Broward County and Palm Beach County, and we don't even have to worry about any voter fraud ever again, and everybody can just kind of go about their business. And Broward County Supervisor of Election Brenda Snipes can just retire into the background and fade away if she so chooses, right? No, folks, that is the absolute wrong response to something like this. We need to keep pressure on our elected officials here in Florida and on the Democrat Party here in Florida, because there is ample evidence that Democrats attempted to engage in real voter fraud here in the Sunshine State. Look at everything that's happened the last couple of weeks in Broward County. You can't honestly tell me that these were simple, honest mistakes. You know, losing ballots, continuing to find ballots days after the election was concluded, refusing to tell people how many ballots still needed to be counted, in violation of state law, by the way, missing the deadline for the machine recount on Thursday by 2 minutes, losing a box of ballots and having it turn up in the back of a rental car at the airport, and so on and so forth. You cannot tell me that is just a series of coincidences. It's not possible, ladies and gentlemen. One or two, maybe, but this kind, the kind of things that were happening in Broward County and the history that Brenda Snipes has of violating election law over and over and over again, that tells me that there was an attempt at voter fraud there, a very bad attempt at voter fraud down there. Now, I think the only reason that we didn't see all three of these elections stolen by Democrats, like we have seen so many elections stolen across the country, is that Rick Scott pretty much jumped on this right the day after the election. He was filing lawsuits and he was all over it. Marco Rubio as well. I've disagreed with him quite a bit in the past. I did not support him at all during the primary season back in 2015 and 2016. But I have to admit, Marco Rubio did a really, really good job of publicizing this and keeping the pressure on Democrats. And we finally managed to get criminal prosecutors down here to investigate, both from the Florida Department of Law Enforcement and from the federal government as well. So we need to see this out to its conclusion. Now, what do I think needs to happen in the immediate aftermath here? I think what needs to happen, other than the investigations, because that's going to take some time, it's not going to be a quick and easy resolution on that, but I do think we need to see people investigated, and I think we need to see people prosecuted as well. Otherwise, this kind of crap is going to happen in 2020 when Trump rolls around for re-election. What I also think we need to see is, I think we need to see a wholesale house cleaning of the Supervisors of Elections offices in Broward County and Palm Beach County. You know, I've said this multiple times over the last couple of weeks, but those two counties were the only counties in Florida that were not able to count their ballots on time and report them on time according to state law. Miami-Dade County, the most populous county in Florida, they were able to count every single one of their votes and report by the deadline on Election Day. Even the counties that were destroyed, ravaged by Hurricane Michael, took a direct hit by the most powerful hurricane in history to hit that area. I know you all are tired of hearing me say that, but I'm going to keep pointing it out. Even those counties were able to report everything on time and were able to follow state law. Why did Broward County and Palm Beach County fail to do that? Brenda Snipes and Sharon Butcher, they need to be removed from office. They definitely need to be investigated. They probably need to be prosecuted as well to the fullest extent of the law. And then the staff in both of those offices, get rid of them, kick them out. Fire every single one of them. Start with a clean slate, because this kind of incompetence and fraud does not happen in a vacuum, ladies and gentlemen. Sharon Butcher and Brenda Snipes, they were not the only ones involved in this. This kind of thing cannot happen without a culture of incompetence and a culture of corruption. And in order for Florida elections to have any integrity going into the future, both of those offices need to be completely cleaned out of everybody. Fire everybody, get rid of everybody, don't hire them back, hire brand new people, appoint new people in those to head those offices, and just wholesale clean house. And they probably need to be monitored by law enforcement officials at least through the 2020 election, maybe even beyond that. That's what I think needs to happen. And if Governor-elect Ron DeSantis is serious about nipping voter fraud in the bud and serious about bringing some integrity back to Florida's elections, that is what will happen. But we shall see. Hey guys, thanks so much for listening. Let me know what you think about all this in the comment section below. What do you think needs to happen with Broward County and Palm Beach County and in Florida in general in the aftermath of the complete shit show that was the 2018 midterm election? Let me know in that comment section. As always, if you liked what you heard, leave a like and subscribe to my channel. Both of those things help me out quite a bit, and I will see you all next time.